those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. See, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty here in a minute, but what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. What's up with it, beautiful blue lotus? What's up with it, Sir Psycho? What's cracking with y'all this afternoon? Be the thing to do. What's up with it, Shira? What's up with it, Shira? What's up with it, calisthenics? What's up with it, Davis Haywood? Say calisthenics. I'm pretty much done with your reading. I got it uploaded and you should get it by tomorrow night or Wednesday morning at the latest. Just to give you an update on that. What's up with it, Blow TV? Hold up, somebody at my door. Hold up. They're doing their chores. Jaheen. Just said it, y'all. I said, that little girl knocked on my door, but y'all are doing now. She's gone. I told y'all doing y'all shit and doing your thing. Y'all have to wait till later. But anyway, what's up with y'all, man? We're going to take just a few minutes to let everybody trickle in. And then we're going to get right down to it. Yeah, he always got company. His little girlfriend stay knocking on the door for him. This is not just an instrumental. This is a beat I made, Haywood Davis. And if I shared the name with you, I have to kill you, bro. And I ain't no killer. But don't push me. That's Libra life for you. You know what I'm saying? Say, man, if you haven't smiled yet today, now would be the time to do so. Right now. Let me tell you something. If you can't find a smile for yourself, please, just allow me to be a smile on your face. If you in a tight spot, if you in a dark spot, and it feels like you're sinking into the abyss, please, allow me to be your beacon. Because at the end of the day, all I am is a beacon in the darkness. All I am is the smile on your motherfucking face. All I am is divine. spotlight got me sweating. Just get that vibe up in. Now, let's talk about what we got going on cosmically. Because I ain't going to be here for a long time today. So, we got the sun at 5 degrees of Taurus right now. We got the moon at 5 degrees of Pisces right now. And that's a sextile. You got Mercury at 25 degrees of Taurus right now. But it's going to go like that. And then we got Venus at 22 degrees of Pisces right now. Yes, my moon is in Pisces. You goddamn right. We got Mars at 8 degrees of Pisces right now. And let me tell y'all something. My belief has been restored. Because Venus is at 22 degrees of Pisces right now. My Jupiter is at 22 degrees of Pisces right now. And shit been going good. Real good. And then I got Mars conjunct my moon at 8 degrees of Pisces. So yes. I'm back. Yeah. And my moon's in the 5th house, so I'm having fun like a motherfucker. Fuck what you got going on. I don't give a damn. It might be bugs on the rest of you mugs, but it ain't no bugs on me. God damn it. Now, anyway, we also have Jupiter at 26 degrees of Pisces right now. We have Saturn at 23 degrees of Aquarius, and you know, it's being Saturn and all that shit, but fuck Saturn. We got Uranus at 14 degrees of Taurus right now. We got Neptune at 24 degrees of Pisces right now. Pluto is at 28 degrees of Capricorn right now. Chiron, yeah, his old wounded ass is sitting at 13 degrees of Aries right now. And we ain't gonna talk about Chiron today. We ain't gonna do it. He's there and we're aware of the pain and the hurt and the trauma and all that bullshit, but we ain't talking about that today. Not today, nigga. You take that bullshit at the door. I'm here to make you smile for a while. Now, we have Lilith sitting at 1 degrees of Cancer right now. And that's a bitch in itself. Matter of fact, that's 2 bitches in itself. But it's only as fucked up as you let it be. You only get what you allow. Remember that. And then we have the nodes sitting at 22 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio, respectively. And let me tell you something. We got 5 planets or 5 astrological bodies in Pisces. And we got 4 in Taurus. Alright? And we got all these motherfucking Pisces placements making sextiles to these Taurus placements. So, let me tell y'all something. A lot of motherfuckers be trying to sell y'all some bullshit all the time on that. This is the time to make your dreams come true type shit. Oh, they be on it. This is the time to manifest all that your heart's desire. This is the time to see your abundance. Well, guess what? This time it is. This time it is, goddammit. of all the times, when you got 5 planets in Pisces, the moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune, all making sextile aspects to planets and luminaries and astrological placements in Taurus, guess what? This is the time to manifest your motherfucking dreams. This is the time where you make your shit a reality, where you live your best life. Straight up. Y'all know I usually try to give y'all a little temper of moderation in there with what I'm feeding you. But not today. Oh no. Not today. You got to understand. Venus is sextile to the North Node. Venus, which is money, in Pisces, where your dreams reside, is making a sextile aspect to the North Node in Taurus, where the universe is telling you to live your motherfucking best life. Get to a comfortable spot and chill. Guess what? This is the time to do it. This is the time where you make your creative motherfucking skills work for you. Straight up. You got the sun sextile to the Mars and the moon right now, as a matter of fact. And my moon. So that gives you the energy and the courage to do whatever the fuck you want to do. What's up with it, Mr. Nobody? What's up with it, Darlisha? I'm here. Darlisha's here. We here. Anyway. But look, man. You got the sun sextile to the moon and Mars. So you got the energy and the courage to do whatever the fuck needs to be done to get that bag. Taurus is that bag. Capricorn is the grind, and people get that twisted. Taurus is that bag. This is the time to manifest it. Miracle Yogi, what's cracking? You got Mercury sextile to Jupiter. That puts your brain in the right place. That gives you a spiritual mindset, and that gives you optimism. That gives you that thought like, man, I could actually do this shit this time. I could actually make this shit crack for real this time. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. For real. And if Mercury sextile to Jupiter, then guess what? It's coming into a sextile with Neptune too. So with Mercury sextile to Neptune, hey, you got to make your intuition work for you. This is where you fantasize and manifest. This is where if you have any type of artistic skills or dramatic abilities, this is where you play them to your advantage. This is Pisces and Taurus, baby. Straight up. This is that one time of the year where you can get wire transfers on that main line to the divine. I always tell y'all that Pisces, that's a main line to the divine. Neptune, in its own way, is a main line to the divine. You got to go through the operator, but it's a main line to the divine. But let me tell you something. This is the time where that becomes a wire transfer. This is the time where you say, oh shit, I could actually get paid off of that. And why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Don't forget you also, and here's the killer right here, you also have Jupiter sextile to Pluto. And if Jupiter is sextile to Pluto, as always, Neptune is sextile to Pluto. So not only is there healing and regeneration, but this is also, you know, where you find your power and make your reality. That's for real. With Jupiter sextile to Pluto, you find your power and you make your reality. Let us know what you mean by operator Miracle Yogi. I really was just talking shit. When I say Neptune, Pisces is a main line to the divine because Jupiter is there is also with Pisces. And that brings a little bit of clarity into the mix. It blows up that thing. With Neptune, you have to understand Neptune is never direct. Neptune is always a little bit Mercury. There's always something extra to Neptune, whether you can see it or you can't see it. And usually it's something that you can't see. So with Neptune, when I say there might be an operator, what I really should be saying is there's a trick to it. There's a catch to it. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Is that there's a little bit more to it with Neptune. It's not going to be simple. Neptune can't be simple. Neptune is never simple. That's not how it works. Jupiter can make it simple. Jupiter's going to do whatever it can to make it easy for you. Sometimes it can be too easy. I feel you, man. My moon is in Pisces in the 5th house, so we right there. We right motherfucking there. You feel me? You just wear your emotions here, and I got mine on my sleeve.
Don't fuck with me, fellas!
But yeah, man. This is that time right here. And it's a sextile. So I want y'all to understand that. A sextile ain't never automatic. You gotta choose to use a sextile. Because with Pisces and Taurus, you could just be feeling good. You could get high and be enjoying yourself and just chilling. It could also be a lazy time. I want you to understand that. With Taurus and Pisces, it could also just be a chill time, a lazy time. With a sextile, you gotta choose to use it. With a trine, it's automatic. It's in action. With a sextile, you gotta say, you know what? I could make this shit pay. And the game is a fat bitch, so I'm gonna make her pay what she weigh. Like for real. But you could also just be chilling right now. This is a time where you feel okay. When you're like, okay, all right, I can be all right. And that in itself is a blessing. Hallelujah. And you know what? That's all I got for y'all. The floor is now open for the vibe. I ain't even gonna talk for that long. I'm here for you. And did somebody ask me about a Libra midheaven just a second ago? He said, do I have any advice for a Libra midheaven? Do something that has you advising someone else. Because that's actually what you do best with a Libra midheaven. Alright? Is you're inherently decisive with with Aries on your down there on your Nadi. So for you make great decisions. So you can advise other people on how to make better decisions. With a Libra midheaven, you can also work in law, in counseling, or anything that has to do with business, because you have a business savvy. And having a Libra midheaven means that you know how to deal with people well. You have a good social image. You know how to politic. You know how to network. You know how to work a room. And that's what the fuck that means. When you have a Libra midheaven, you're a pleasant person to be around, and everybody knows it. So people want to deal with you. So there's literally all kinds of stuff you could do. But I implore you to find something that has you advising other people, because that's really what you do best. Because your ability to see things objectively could help people make better decisions, both from a business standpoint, from a personal standpoint, and in all kinds of ways. What's up with it, Heather Nielsen? The commissioner of the Vibe Tribe is in the house. What's up to the whole Vibe Tribe and the whole PrIcElEsS family? We in this bitch. Wait, Darlisha, do you have anything you need to share? Don't nobody say that, Darlisha. Before we go any further, does Darlisha have anything she needs to share with the floor? Okay, Darlisha ain't got shit to say. Judy, you said does Saturn transit in your 8th house mean anything with it coming out of the 7th house? It depends. It depends. I'll tell you this, like with it coming out of the 7th house, whatever happened with Saturn in the 7th house is making you process your emotions in a different way. So with Saturn coming into your 8th house, like this is where you kind of are struggling with your deep internal feelings, and you don't want to be vulnerable for whatever reason. And I appreciate the love, Magnolia Electriciano. But with Saturn coming into the 8th, like whatever happened with Saturn being in your 7th might have stirred up some insecurities. And so what that means is that you're gonna have to work on dealing with your fears inside of yourself and some deep emotions. And that also means that you might see some hard times or see some people around you coming to the end of their days with Saturn in the 8th house. But as far as you, it doesn't mean anything other than your emotions are something that you're gonna have to deal with. Like there's some emotional shit that came up because of that Saturn in the 7th house transit that you had going on that are really kind of uncomfortable with you, and it's gonna take some time for you to get to a point where you're ready to process those. And that's what that means. But the key to this Saturn in the 8th house transit is you processing those emotions, Judy. And Cosmic Sunflower, you said if all your siblings passed away and you have Gemini in the 8th house, is it related? Probably. I've had a lot of my family pass away. I've had a lot of people die around me. I've been around a lot of death, and I have Gemini in the 8th house. My Black Moon Lilith, Chiron, Charliklo, they're all 8th house Gemini for me. And so that's an area of life that I obviously struggle with, in an area of my life that I've also had to really face some deep and some really tumultuous trauma in. all your siblings passed away and you have Gemini in the 8th house, it's most likely related. Sir Psycho, you said, do I have any insight into a Pisces IC? When I see a Pisces IC, that lets me know that there's something confusing about your background. Like something ain't clear about where you came from or about your family. There's just something different about it. Not in the same way as Aquarius, but in a different way. Like there's something confusing about it with Pisces there. And it also could mean that you just came from, you came from a family that there's a lot of stuff. Either they were kind of there but not there. It could mean that one of your parents was not, was passed on or not around. It could mean that, having Pisces IC, it could mean that you had a drug addict parent. It could mean a lot of stuff. It could mean a lot of stuff. Yeah, with Saturn in the 8th house, I'm telling you now, Judy, this is where you're not going to feel as sexual as you did with Saturn in the 7th. With Saturn in the 8th house, whatever happened because of Saturn in the 7th, it's going to eventually, whether you notice it or not, it's going to subtly stir up some feelings of you where you don't want to be intimate, where you don't want to be vulnerable, where you don't want to deal with emotions. But, hey, what's up, Vanessa? What's up to West Texas? Yeah. But with a Pisces IC, there's a lot of stuff that can point to. For real. That's what I just said is, there's something confusing. A Pisces IC could mean being adopted. Or Neptune right there in your 4th house right there could mean being adopted. Just like Neptune in the 5th house could mean you adopt kids. But yeah, there's something confusing. There's something different. Something murky about the background and the childhood, or with that I see in the 4th, and with the parental home at least. And that's why later on in life, the person with, and that's why, and maybe one of your parents, maybe your dad, or your mom wasn't who you thought they were, or whatever. Maybe that doesn't have to be anything like they're not your parents or they're not alive, but it could just mean that they're not the people that they portray themselves to be. There's a lot with that. What's up with it, Olivia? There's a lot with that. What's up with it, Rainbow Goddess? We got Iris from Bushwick in her motherfucking house. Y'all say what's up to my homegirl, the Rainbow Goddess, Iris from Bushwick. She holding it down for them 12 houses in this bed. But yeah, there's a lot of ways to look at a Pisces IC. You have Saturn in the 7th natally, or are you talking about in transit, Sir Psycho? She's talking about in transit. She said she just had a Saturn in the 7th transit, and now it's moving into her 8th. I've been seeing you on there, online, stressing about the Johnny Depp or talking about the Johnny Depp shit. I don't really give a damn about that shit. I get annoyed by that celebrity shit. But yeah, there's a lot that could go into that. I'd have to look at everything in the church, Sir Psycho, but more or less, family, there's just something about your parental home that just, it's a little different. Miracle Yogi, you said you have a Saturn in Scorpio figure orbiting your fear significantly. Your Scorpio house is the 9th with Mercury, Venus, and Pluto. What's this being teaching you? Some deep lessons? Maybe vulnerability? There's a lot. Focus. A lot. Primordial. Oh, y'all Saturn in the 7th house people, man. You said, speaking of your 12th house, your midheaven is in Aries in the 9th house. Does that mean that you make a career outside of the States? Yes. I can give you simple answers. Yes. Got that bitch over right there. Good. Judy, you don't never want to behave, Judy. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Oscar, what's cracking, famo? You said moon in Cancer. In conjunction North Node. That means that you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to get to know yourself better, and that means dealing with your emotions if you want to get to your North Node. It means that, your what an in conjunction means, or a quincux means, is that like those are two energies that have no understanding of each other because they have nothing in common. They're not similar in modality. They're not similar in gender signatures. So they're not masculine or feminine with each other. They're not similar in element. They have nothing in common. And so with that in conjunction or that quincux, that means that with the moon being there in Cancer, that means you have to learn how to deal with your emotions. And once you deal with your emotions, that's when you'll be able to start seeing clearly what your true destiny is and what you really need to work on in life. But before anything else, you got to get them motherfucking emotions under control, my nigga, or whoever that is. If that's not you, whoever that is needs to get them emotions under control. Stop tripping. Or stop trying to take care of everybody else and focus on your shit. That's also there. Because Moon in Cancer wants to nurture other people also. He said midheaven in Aries, 10th house. Because Jupiter about to enter Aries. Jupiter is about to enter Aries. What's up with it, free spirit? You said you got Saturn in your North Node in Capricorn in the 8th house. That means you're going to have a fucking hard life. That's what it means. You're destined to have a fucking hard life, money. There's a lot of shit that's going to make you tough. There's a lot of shit that done made you tough. But, you like a good piece of leather. You well put together, though. Straight up. Yes, I know. 8 Hey, Jupiter in Aries finna be a motherfucker, but it's gonna go retrograde. It ain't gonna be long before it goes retrograde. But hey, it's gonna be a motherfucker. What's my take on the North Node conjunct Chiron in Libra in the 9th house? That means that, you know, for you to get to your destiny, that means it's gonna revolve around you, you know, you going on a search for knowledge, and you getting past whatever it was, whether it be something with one of your parents, or whatever it was with one of your family members that made you not feel as intelligent as you should be. As you are, pardon me, that's what I'm saying. Like, somebody made you not, you know, whatever happened with Chiron being there in Libra in the 9th house, like, somebody did something that made you not confident in your decision making, and made you, you know, not confident in your social skills. It made you not feel like you are intelligent as you are, for whatever reason. So resolving that trauma is a big part of you getting to your destiny in life. They're linked together. You realizing that you actually got everything you need to succeed, and you actually are extremely intelligent. I mean, maybe even genius in certain instances. You're extremely wise, but whoever made you feel less than, or whoever made you doubt the truth, or whoever lied to you with Libra in the 9th house, whoever made you just, you know, made you reluctant with as far as information and your own thought process, and the way that you handle things, and the way that you talk to people, and the way that you deal with folks, and the way that you relate, like all of that shit, all of that together, like, it has been affected for whatever reason. So all of that together is something that you're going to have to be made aware of with Chiron. You're going to have to realize that there actually is a problem, that you do, you know, there has been some shit that's kind of, you know, held you back for a long time, and a big part of your life's destiny, and a big part of you getting to your goals in life, and you clearing out karma, is going to revolve around you just, you know, getting to a point where you're more confident in your abilities with all of that. I haven't seen a lot of questions pop up. My bad, free spirit. But yeah. Jupiter in Virgo in the 3rd house. I mean, you are a highly intelligent person, and you know how to talk to people. You got a sense of humor. You're able to handle the details that nobody else wants to deal with. And because of all that, you're blessed. And because of all that, like, you'll always be useful. And for you, being useful is being blessed, because that's what feels good to you, and that's what your values are about in life. So you're always going to be consistent. You're always intelligent. You're always going to be there, showing up to do the work that nobody else wants to do. You might talk a lot of shit, but that's all right. You there, and you're somebody that can be relied upon. And your mind is your greatest asset with that right there. Period. Like, your mind is profound with Jupiter and Virgo in the 3rd house. Straight up. Just don't limit yourself. Just don't limit yourself. But I could also say this, which is crazy. With Jupiter and Virgo, you're actually blessed because you're so limited. You know how to build beachfront property one grain of sand at a time with Jupiter in Virgo. And it's my pleasure, free spirit. But yeah, that's the thing with that. What else did I miss? Avec sans la voix. I can't pronounce French, but I do recognize French when I see it. And you said, what about, or is that a voix? Sans la voix. But with Lilith conjunct Pluto and Scorpio in the 5th house, you don't want to know that. With Lilith conjunct Pluto and Scorpio in the 5th house, I'll tell you this, on a positive note. you have a creative monster just waiting to get out of you all the times. But it also feels like no matter what you do, no matter what you create, there's always something inside of you that you can't get out. But with Lilith conjunct Pluto and Scorpio in the 5th house, there's also a hoe inside of you. And I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I try to hold back, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. But yeah, it means there's a part of you that don't give a fuck. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna do what the fuck you want to do. You have a wild person in there. And also, like, attention is something for you too. Like, attention and recognition is important to you. Sometimes a little bit too important. So, what's up with it, Jabais? Peace and blessings to you, brother. But yeah, with Lilith conjunct Pluto in Scorpio in the 5th house, there's some monsters inside of you. There's a creative monster and there's a freak like a motherfucker inside of you. Like, and sometimes it comes out and you're like, damn, what the fuck did I do? And sometimes you keep it under control. And you know this. Now, what's up, Chameleon? Did I miss anybody? Hold on. I got you, Tobias. Hold on. All right, Kevin, you said Sun opposite Pluto. Pluto opposite Lilith. So are you saying your Sun is conjunct Lilith? Is that what you're telling me? You're saying Sun opposite Pluto and Pluto conjunct, and Pluto opposite Lilith. So your Sun is conjunct Lilith, right? That's what you're telling me, huh? So with your Sun conjunct Lilith, but opposite to Pluto, bro, that Lilith part of you. That part of you that's nasty, that don't give a fuck, that part of you that's fun, really. It ain't gonna change. You don't want to change. With Pluto opposite to it, you don't want to change it. You don't want, like, and your Sun is connected to it, your ego is connected to your Lilith placement. So, you don't want to change. You don't want to change. That's what that means. You don't want to change. You got darkness on both ends of the spectrum. You got Pluto on one end, you got Lilith and your Sun on the other end. You are fucked up, my nigga. No, I mean, but nah, hey, there's just some part of you, like, that's just a part of you. And it ain't nothing, it really ain't too much you can do about it with Pluto opposite to that. Now, I got you, Judith, hold on. Jabais, you said Lilith conjunct your Sun and Mercury and your North Node. Man, you be tripping sometimes, fam. And it starts in your mind process, Jabais. Like, you be thinking people are against you, and you be thinking that people trying to hold you back, or it's some other shit going on. And it's not them, it's you, my nigga. Like, it's you. Like, you got to change your mindset first. That's what it means. And that's really your destiny to deal with. Like, you got to learn, you got to deal with people better. You got to. Because you be having people in your corner, Jabais, but you be feeling like they don't fuck with you when they really fuck with you. That's what that means. Now, who else did we get here? Am I skipping people?
Wonder. wonder.
Camellia, you said Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, all in Capricorn in the 3rd house. So Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all in Capricorn in the 3rd house. It means that everything for you is a mental thing. That's what that means. And it means you have a very unique thought process in every way, form, or fashion. But that very same thought process that's so unique, like you have a hard time understanding it yourself with Saturn there, and because of that, it's gonna take time for you to figure out how your own brain works for you to be able to use it effectively. But with Capricorn, because you're so skilled administratively, and because you know how to handle yourself so well, and you take care of business so well, like you're always gonna get to wherever you need to be. You're always gonna end up in a position of leadership, or you're always gonna end up being somewhere that's at the top. Because you yourself have the type of mindset that does things the right way. You have a systematic mindset with it being in Capricorn. But it's also ingenious. It's also intuitive. And you said Aries midheaven? I thought I already answered Aries midheaven. Judy? I thought I already said that. You should like that shit, Vanessa. That's that West Texas shit. But yeah. What's up? La Hakim, Raw House of Intuition. My family. I ain't answering your questions, Taquion. No, I'm just playing. I got you. Hold on. With your midheaven in Aries, you do what you want to do. But and you can literally do anything in life. But you need to do something where you're in charge and where you're able to play by your own rules, because you don't do so well with authority. You do better in the authority with the Aries midheaven. But I also know with your Aries midheaven that you can work in the military, you can fly, you can do all kinds of stuff. Like it's just about you, being passionate and you making sure that you don't get too impatient to where you don't develop some follow through. All right. Now, I don't know who I'd have missed. Look, everybody ask a question. I will answer your questions as much as I can. If I miss your question, just know if you want to ask me about a Scorpio midheaven, I'll tell you about a Scorpio midheaven. But if I missed your question, just ask again, and I'm going to answer everything that I can. But you could also always hit the super chat, and I'll never miss your question. All right? So, we here. Metaphysics King, you said Mars in Pisces trying your Cancer rising. Your emotions, bro. You're an emotional creature, man. And with Mars trying to your ascendant, like your emotion, and all that being in water right there, as far as it is, or as bad as it could be for some people, it's not like that for you. Because your shit, like, you know how to deal with your emotions. Like, for whatever it is, whether it be music, whether it be sport, whatever it is, like, you've naturally found yourself an outlet for all that energy and all that emotional, that emotional extraness you have. So, with you, Darlisha, I missed your question. Ask that question again, Darlisha. Goddamn. You know I got you, Darlisha. But yeah. with Mars in Pisces, trying your Cancer rising, bro, your emotions ain't in the way. You're a very emotional person. You got Mars in Pisces, which is a problem for some people because, you know, Mars in Pisces makes you make a lot of stuff harder on yourself until you're able to establish some type of rhythm. Like people with Mars in Pisces, and I know my son has Mars in Pisces in the first house, and his mama has Mars in Pisces in the 12th house. And they just do everything the hard way with Mars in Pisces. Like, it's not on purpose. It's just like they don't understand a lot of easy fundamentals of stuff naturally. They have to be in a rhythm for shit to go out easily for them. If not, they have to do everything the hard way. Like everything, like it's just a little bit harder for them to work with Mars in Pisces. But with Mars in Pisces trying to your Cancer rising, like you have a natural way that you deal with your emotions that makes them not get in your way. And like I said, what would be a problem for other people is not necessarily a problem for you. Like, for whatever reason, your emotions actually help you deal with shit on a better level. Yeah, that nigga don't want to change. I can be a mind reader sometimes. You have to understand, the moon is conjunct, well, the moon is trine to my sun and Pluto, conjunct to my moon. Oh, we can run down through here real fast because I got all this shit going on with me. The sun, let me see if I got it right. I got you, Darlisha. I got the sun sextile to, the sun is sextile to my moon and my sun. The moon is trine to my sun and Pluto and conjunct to my moon. Mercury is conjunct to my vertex and sextile to my Jupiter. Venus is exactly conjunct my Jupiter and sextile to my Mars. Mars is conjunct my moon right now. You feel me? Jupiter is still coming separating conjunction with my Jupiter. Saturn ain't doing nothing. Uranus is coming into a conjunction with my vertex, and it's doing them goddamn things. You understand? Like, I got a lot of shit going on right now, cosmically. Darlisha, you got a lot of shit going on cosmically right now. You got it going down right now, Darlisha. Darlisha, you need to be answering some of these motherfucking questions right now, Darlisha. Shit. The fuck? Nah. Who'd I miss? Beautiful Blue Lotus, you said Taurus in the 8th house. Hey, I got Taurus in my 8th house. With Taurus in the 8th house, like, hey, they money is your money. Their money is your money. Your money is your money and their money is your money. With Taurus in the 8th house. You know what I'm saying? But for real. And you hold your deep emotions as precious and valuable to you alone. That's something else with Taurus in the 8th house. Your deepest emotions are precious and valuable to you alone. Now, hi Mike. You said Taurus in the 9th house. Yeah, we Taurus in the 8th house gang. Hi Mike. With Taurus in the 9th house, like it depends. I mean, Jupiter. Did you say planet? Hold on, let me go back. Hold up, did I skip some other shit? Hold on. Oh, you didn't say that you have Taurus in the 9th house. Where, hey, having Taurus in the 9th house means that, you know, you got that exotic shit. You like that exotic shit. Taurus in the 9th house means that you have a rare taste for the exotic. You dig? My name is Rodrigo the Don, and I've told the story of how I got into astrology several times, but I got into astrology when I was 8 years old, and I heard my mama kind of talking trash about my daddy being a Gemini to my grandmother, who's also a Gemini. And my uncle kind of tried to chime in and throw me into the mix by saying, you got it coming with Roddy because he's a Gemini. And their mama, the way that my mama corrected him just changed my life forever. She said, my baby's a Cancer. And something in the way that she said that, I don't know if that's my mama, if that's because that's my mama and I'm a Cancer, or if, that was just fate. But I immediately had to know the difference between the two. What the fuck is a Gemini and what the fuck is a Cancer? And why did my mama say that like that? So as soon as I got my grandmother alone, I asked her about it, and she told me that not only was there, those two signs, but there was 10 more on top of those two. And then she told me it was blasphemy and never ask her about that shit again. And so that just blew my mind up. And so I asked everybody that I could till I cornered one of my female cousins. She had a little pamphlet in her room. I read it. And when I read that shit, like, it was just something that immediately made sense to me. And that doesn't mean I knew everything there is to know about astrology. It just means that I had an inherent understanding of it and a naturally affinity for it. And it was something that was real and relevant to me. And with me being biracial and growing up in a really turbulent household and, growing up with the things that I experienced, and me being a Cancer sun, Pisces moon, and, being a male and being heterosexual, but also having a lot of feminine energy and knowing that and having to deal with that as a kid, and me having Uranus in the 3rd house and just being different in my mindset. So astrology gave me something that I could stick to and something that I knew about that not a lot of other people that looked like me knew about. And it was something that gave me an identity. And so with me, it was something that I always knew about. I always paid attention to, whether I read the newspaper or saw it in anything else. I always paid attention to the horoscopes first. I read books about it. And, I just, over time, I developed and I got into other stuff in life. And then when I was 18 or 19, I had a situation that I encountered with a friend of mine that brought it back into my life. And with me having Mercury square to Pluto, it was at that time that I became obsessed with it. And so for going on 18 years since then, I started studying in depth. I started going in and being obsessed and learning about all the different astrological systems and doing everything that I could probably every day since then, at least for some period of time. And just going in. I actually went to a school and took classes. And over time, I finally developed, and it took like 15 years. I developed into a point where I was comfortable, starting what I would call a practice. And that's how I got to where I'm at. And that's why I don't have a lot of respect for all these, social media people who just like astrology and all of a sudden claim themselves to be astrologers, because I didn't actually put the work in. I got 3,000 pages written by hand right here on astrology. We not the same. I got your super chat question. Mercury in Leo, Venus in Aquarius in Sinistry. The Mercury in Leo, and I got you. The Mercury in Leo, Vanessa, and Venus in Aquarius, like, I think that'll be okay, but Mercury in Leo is a little bit bossy. Venus in Aquarius does not like to be bossed around. I would have to see if Venus is also in Leo, and then their Venus is in Aquarius, and then that would be a whole different understanding. But with Mercury in Leo, and me knowing that I'm a Mercury in Leo is bossy. Even if we're not trying to be, we have a way that we say stuff that makes it seem like we are stating shit. So with us being bossy, like us trying to assert any type of control, or us trying to tell a Venus in Aquarius person anything is going to cause a problem right off the rip. Because Venus in Aquarius has religion as their number one freedom as their number one priority, or religion is what I was about to say. They've kind of made freedom a religion is what I was trying to say. And so, like, that could be a problem, most definitely. I got Mercury in Leo. And Mercury in Leo. And I'm bossy too. I'm a Mercury in Leo in the 10th house at 0 degrees. And I don't just say anything. I state that shit. I don't collect knowledge. I create that shit. You ain't smarter than me because I can talk louder than you. I got Mercury in Leo. That's what it means. You're not smarter than me because I can talk louder than you. And Mercury and Leo talk about your mama. They'll talk about Mercury and Leo. We'll go to tripping. I know. Like I would talk bad about anybody. And I don't mean I don't love everybody, but I'm gonna talk bad about anybody. Don't do it. I play. And I can talk louder than you. I got Mercury and Leo. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I can talk louder than you. When you got Mercury and Leo, you're constantly having to saying, "Oh, that ain't yelling. I can show your ass yelling." That's what Mercury and Leo be saying. I ain't yelling. I'll show your ass yelling. If I yell, I'll make the police come in this bitch. And that's what I say that shit all the time. Darlisha says that shit all the time. I said, man, I ain't yelling. This ain't me yelling. If I yell, I promise the police coming. I say that on a regular. Stop yelling. I'm not yelling. If I yell, it's fixing to be a problem. Mercury in Cancer is bossy too. Mercury in Aries is bossy too. I ain't saying that. Mercury and Leo just gonna out talk your ass. Louder and more. I know. But yes, we fun. We like to play and we can tell stories better than anybody with Mercury and Leo, and you know, we have a certain way that we handle ourselves that's pretty cool, but we also be tripping. Mercury does not do well in Leo. Leo is one of the worst places for Mercury. I'm telling you that now. Mercury does not do well in Leo. You know why? Because Mercury is about making adjustments and changing, and Leo does not make adjustments or change. Leo would much rather carry the standard off the battlefield than ever to adjust or admit defeat. Like, Leo gonna go out dead. You gonna carry me out this bitch. You gonna embarrass me. It's gonna be that. You gonna have to embarrass me because you not gonna change my mind. I'm gonna change my mind. And on a daily basis, I have to humble myself and come in there and be like, "Oh, you were right. I thought you said something." And what I really was doing was just arguing. And I just be arguing. Like if you say something and I catch it and I think you're not right, like I'm gonna say some shit and then I'll immediately be like, "Oh shit, you were right. Fuck." And then now I got my foot in my mouth. And rather than be like, "Oh, my bad," I gotta argue a little bit first and try to make it seem like I was right. Because I got the Black Moon, Lilith, and Gemini. I do apologize. But before I apologize, I'm gonna try to make it seem like I was right first. Would a Sag moon get along with a Gemini moon? Yes. Quite well. Y'all motherfucker be partying, be drunk, then a motherfucker be talking about folks. Neither one of y'all want to take y'all's ass home. Like, yeah, Sag moon and the Gemini moon will get around fantastically. Like, y'all gonna be shit. Y'all gonna be out hoeing like Sag moon, Gemini moon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can learn a lot from each other. That's what the beautiful thing is. Y'all gonna learn a lot from each other. Whether it be positive shit or negative shit, a Sag moon or a Gemini moon are going to learn a lot from each other. Electric lady, what did you say about? Broski, how Mike, you said, what's my thoughts on Venus in Gemini, Sextile Mars in Leo? You want attention and you a hoe? Or attention hoe? And you'll fight? And you'll fight? And your way to approach it is as if you already had it, like it's already yours, and you know how to talk anybody out of anything, and you come up with a smile on your face, and you ready to talk some motherfuckers out their drawers, and you really ain't shit. Cat Sterling, what's cracking? It's for all the Pisces moons like myself. What's happening to the rainbow goddess? I appreciate the donation. You saving me from going back to stripping. It was getting rough for a little bit there. I was thinking about going back to stripping. Sarai Moon, what's cracking? Hey Sarai, I have your reading done. It's uploading. I'll either have it sent to you tonight or sometime by noon tomorrow. Just so you know. What about a Pisces moon with a Gemini moon? Hell no. Pisces moon and a Gemini moon, they could get along, but they ain't no good for each other because ain't neither one of them gonna tell each other the truth. The Pisces moon don't know who the fuck they are, and they don't know who the fuck anybody else is, and the Gemini moon ain't gonna tell the motherfucking truth about who they are or what the fuck they got going on, and then them motherfuckers be high, be out there fucking off, talking about folks. Just, you don't want no Pisces moon and no Gemini moon just hanging out together. I know. You don't want that shit. You don't want that shit. Zahir, what's cracking, my brother? Look, man. We're for the vibes. But yeah. Let me tell y'all something. I play a lot. But to be honest with y'all, Pisces and Gemini are really the only dual signs out of all of them. And Pisces and Gemini, those are the two signs right there. My daddy's a Gemini. My mama's a Pisces. And I've seen it in so many synastry charts. I've seen it in so many star-crossed lovers and motherfuckers that fucked up. Pisces and Gemini be attracted to each other for some reason, and them motherfuckers are not good for each other at all. Like, for some reason, a lot of Pisces and Geminis end up together, and for some reason they end up fucking each other's life up and fucking some kids up. Now they got a little Cancer son walking around here bald-headed like a motherfucker, confused emotionally, don't know what to do. They hide in a motherfucker. We're not for real though. Don't pay attention to me. My Pisces moon makes me a good actor. I got Neptune in the 3rd house. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to act like I was hurt all the time when I was a little kid. Like, just for attention. I got my moon in the 5th house. So, one time I was walking to school with my sister and I just fell. Boom! I was fat and I hit my arm. Bam! So I went to school acting like my arm was broke. They took me took me to the I act like I did a good job till they got me to the motherfucking the emergency room, and the doctor, my doctor's name was Dr. Pope. He walked up there and tried to hand me an ice cream cone, and I used my broke arm to grab the ice cream cone. He said, "Ain't nothing wrong with you, boy." And so that happened. And then another time, I started acting like I was having hearing problems, and I was acting like for some reason I decided I wanted a hearing aid. Like, I don't know why I wanted a hearing aid, because I made fun of the kids with hearing aid, but I decided I wanted a hearing aid. And so when wait, what you mean you see what I did, Kanae? And heard her. So I act like I'm deaf, right? My son be on that. It's a Pisces thing, I think, also, but I don't know. It might be some Sagittarius shit. I don't know. But I got Black Moon Lilith and Gemini and shit too, so I used to be lying like a motherfucker too when I was a kid. Now, I was acting like I was deaf and shit, and I did good. Like, I did real good till they took me all the way to the special hearing center, and they got me there to do my hearing test. And the bitch tricked me. She said, hey. She said, if you hear, she said, I want you to raise your hand, because I think she knew something was up. She said, I want you to raise your hand if you don't hear the beep. Well, damn, if I don't hear the beep, how am I going to know to raise my hand? And so every time I hear the beep, I'm raising my hand like a motherfucker. Because that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm also thinking I'm not here. That's when you're not. When it's beeping, if you don't hear it, you're supposed to raise your hand. So it's beeping. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. I don't hear that bitch. So she gets up and walks out, right? I done missed school. I've been acting deaf for like at least 2 days. And here come Dr. Pope in there, taking his gloves off. My mama sitting there, mad, crying. She looking at me so embarrassed. He said, another Academy Award-winning performance by Rodrigo. And he threw his glove on he threw his glove on. And he said, unless you are dying, I don't want to see you back in my office, Mr. Turner. And I just looked at that nigga like, I remember when I was in 5th grade, I broke my hand playing basketball. And I finally went to the doctor, and I finally had some shit really wrong with me. And the whole time they had me in that motherfucking doctor's office, I was just staring his ass in the face like this. Like, yeah, nigga. My shit really, yeah, nigga. Treat me. Treat me. Boy, I had my arm elevated for at least 2-3 weeks. You only supposed to have it elevated for 1 or 2 nights. I had that bitch elevated for 2-3 weeks in that hole. Had a little bear, my little sister, bitch, bring me some Oreos right now. Yeah. I wasn't shit. I don't know why I had to like that. I know y'all said Cancer, but I think it has to do with my moon being in the 5th house more than anything else. Like, I'm telling y'all, I done told y'all before. I grew up my grandfather was the pastor of the black church, but I was scared of most of my black family because they was real loud and they was real black and country. And so that was real intimidating for me when I was a kid. And I'd be like, oh, hell no, take me back over there with my other people. And so it took time for me to grow up, and I actually ended up being closer with the black side. But when I was a kid, they was too much, and they were scared of me. They had me scared than a motherfucker. So I used to go to church with my white family, with my grandmother at the Episcopal church. And when I say Episcopal church, y'all, I done told y'all this story before already. When I say Episcopal church, I'm talking about they wear white robes. They come in with the motherfucking can with the torches and shit, and they carrying them hoes like that. And I used to do that shit. You're an acolyte. And so, I used to do that shit, right? But I was 4 years old, and I'm at church with my mom and my daddy and my grandmother. And the preacher, I'm telling y'all, I told y'all this story before, some of y'all, but the preacher is walking through there, and he's talking, and he's asking people questions in the church. And I see him as he's coming up he's walking right up to our aisle. And I don't know why he's doing that, because my grandmother, my nana, she is staring at him like, do not come over here, because she knows me. She knows me. And as soon as he comes over there, he's coming to speak to her. He's coming to give her the microphone. But in order to give her the microphone, he's going to have to lean across me. And so he comes over there and he's talking and he's doing his thing. And understand, this is a very quiet atmosphere. And he leans across to put that church to my grandmother. And I told y'all, as soon as he leaned across me, I snatched that motherfucking microphone from his ass. I snatched that microphone and I jumped up and said, everybody in the church, put your motherfucking hands up and say, hey. And then white folks fell out and he tried to grab that mic from me and I jumped, took off running. And I'm running like I'm at an Uncle Luke concert or some shit. I'm going to the corner, each corner of the church going, everybody put your motherfucking hands up. And my daddy, he jumped out the aisle and he's the only nigga in the church besides me. That nigga chased me down and caught me. And my daddy is blacker than this. And that nigga was red. That nigga grabbed me out of there. His eyes was red. That's the only thing you could tell it was red. That nigga eyes was real red. That nigga, Roderick! He took me outside, and when he took me outside, that nigga just hugged me and laughed and laughed and laughed and said, you my nigga. God, if you ain't my son, I don't know what the fuck. That nigga was so happy I did that. But yeah, I did that shit, nigga. And that ain't the least of what I done did. I done did way worse than that. Like, I was a little badass little kid. For real. And I was smart. But I was also real mannish. You gotta understand that. I had Pluto in the first house. I had Black Moon, Lilith, and Gemini in the 8th house. I had seen some shit and been exposed to inappropriate shit. So I was a little nasty motherfucker. You didn't want me coming into your house. Hell no. I'm trying to hump. We finna play some kind of game where we end up goosing if I'm there. And goosing means humping with your clothes on. Just rubbing yourself raw. Just perfecting your stroke. Welcome to Pluto and Scorpio generation. Just goosing. Hey, Cam, you said Sagittarius moon, Scorpio moon. Are they capable? Everything's capable. Are they compatible? Hell no. No. Scorpio moon is possessive. Scorpio moon, because they have such a hard time with their own feelings, they need a comfortable place that they can go to emotionally. Sagittarius moon is all over the place. They ain't a place at all. They're moving around. They're trying to go as far as ways as they can. So it's a disconnect there. Yes, they're capable, but are they necessarily compatible? You'd have to look at other placements. But as far as the moon goes, no. Miracle Yogi, you said Aries rules your second house. You have two different Aries. What is that? Oh, you said two different Aries Mercury guys want to partner with you. How could you come to terms with them? Healthy value reciprocation. You fight with them because they won't pay you. Wait a second. You got me wondering, like, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean, like, are you saying they're trying to get with you romantically or intimately? Or are you saying you're trying to partner with them in a business sense? And that's why we're talking about the second house. And you're saying, how do you come to terms with them with a healthy value reciprocation? And because you fight with them because they won't pay you. If they won't pay you, you don't need to do no business with them at all. If they ain't paying you right, you shouldn't even be a conversation. If they aren't paying you right, guess what Aries in your second means? You need to be doing it yourself. Aries in the second means you don't need to be partnering with nobody. It's not going to work out favorably if you partner with motherfuckers. With Aries in the second, you need to be doing your own thing. You need to be self-sufficient. Hell no. That's why it's a conflict. Either you're going to be self-sufficient and independent with Aries, or you're going to be conflicted. Aries also brings conflict. It's still ruled by the god of war. Cosmic sunflower. You said Aries sun with earth and water dominant chart. An Aries sun with the earth and water dominant chart. Are you talking about yourself, or are you talking about somebody else? Y'all crazy. You made me start blushing. I mean, I take good care of myself. Scorpio moon, what's cracking? Maria, you said Aries sun, Aquarius moon, Capricorn rising. You do what you want to do. With an Aries sun, Aquarius moon, like, you do what you want to do. You're a very friendly person, but you're not necessarily emotional. You're very passionate, but you don't really deal with emotions. And it's not that you're cold, not like Capricorn. It's just that, like, you don't really kind of operate in those channels that emotions are on that wavelength that emotions are operating on. Like, that's not the wavelength that you operate on. And so, with all of that and the Capricorn rising, like, you what people would call a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are a force to be reckoned with all of that. Because you don't let your emotions get in the way. And you're about your business, that's right. And you're fucking passionate. And Cosmic Sunflower, you said you're talking about yourself. And what'd you say again? Aries sun with the earth and water dominant chart. I mean, that Aries sun is still there. Like, you still have, that means that you do handle yourself well, and you do care about other people's emotion. You're intuitive and you're empathic, but there is a certain amount of I don't give a fuck in you. And you're about something in life. That's what that means. For real. Now let me see what else I done missed from y'all. I got you, Miracle Yogi. I got you, just a second. You said Libra sun in the 8th. What's the partnering energy there? You know, or is it needing to be self-sufficient to get anywhere? I mean, with Libra sun in the 8th, there is a partner in there. There's definitely a partner in there, but it's going to take real, deep emotional connections. And if you decide to let anybody into your life with a Libra sun in the 8th, then you're going to let them in completely. I mean, completely. And there's also an element of either somebody is going to be in your bubble and you care about them, or they don't fucking exist. And that's the thing with that Libra sun in the 8th. And there's definitely a one to partner there, but in order for there to be any partnering going on, like, they're gonna have to show some vulnerability that you yourself aren't necessarily comfortable showing. But that's why it's so important that other people show it to you. Now, my thoughts on Pisces sun, Virgo moon, Gemini rising. You were born on a full moon, most likely, or in that full moon cycle. So, you get in your own way a lot. And, with that Pisces sun and that Virgo moon, like you are a dreamer, but you have a hard time processing your emotions, and that's what the problem is. So what happens with that is you tend to get caught up in the details and then project your emotions onto other people, or you know what I'm saying, or you're highly critical of other people because you can't deal with your emotions. There's a double end of that spectrum with that right there. But you're also a very compassionate person. You're also all about helping other people. There's also so much that you do to try to be there for people, and so you just have a beautiful energy right with that right there. And hold up, Rainbow Goddess, I got you. And with Gemini rising, like it's all about how you communicate, you know, and you're looking for relationships with people that you can learn from, and that's what's so important to you. And you take a lot from your environment with that Gemini rising. Like you're heavily influenced by everything that goes on around you. Now, Iris, you said, what would I say that Mars, Pluto, and Saturn in the third under Libra would mean? You know, that they're prone to car accidents? It could mean that, yeah. Yeah, but with more than anything else, that just means that that's somebody who's all about communicating. Like that, I see that right there, you saying that, and that does, I see that gives me another understanding. Maria, shoot me an email at mr.turner1300@gmail.com, and I got you. I'll shoot you a price list, and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, like that just means that more than anything else with Mars, with Pluto, with Saturn, all that there, like that's somebody who takes their thoughts very seriously, and they don't really say shit unless they mean it, and they're very, very, you know, the way that they communicate is very, very direct, and it ain't always gonna be nice. But when you look at that from a predictive aspect, which I told y'all that's hard for me to do. Yes, having Saturn, Mars, and Pluto in the third house could definitely point to some big time car accidents in your life, and that's definitely something to pay attention to. So that's excellent right there. Scorpio midheaven. A Scorpio midheaven is that Mamba mentality. That's that focus. That's where you can do anything, but it's your focus that's going to bring you success. It's your ability to have that laser focus and for you to hone in on something and say, you know what, I'm going to do that. Kobe had that Scorpio midheaven. Scorpio moon. You said Cancer, Scorpio moon. Emotions. Emotions, and even deeper emotions that is hard to deal with. That's what that means. You said Cancer, Scorpio moon. You seem emotional, you are emotional, and then you have some deep emotions that is real fucking hard for you to deal with. That's what that means. And you yourself are a mystery to yourself sometimes because you have so much going on that it's hard for you to process it all. That's what that means. And I understand it. I'm a Cancer, Pisces, and then I'm a Libra rising, but I do have Pluto and Scorpio in that first house. So it is, you know, a very influential thing on my personality, and that is definitely a grand water trine. So I understand. With me, it's my emotions, your emotions, and even deeper emotions. And how do I balance it all against each other? While also getting my attention that I need so much. Give me his broke ass letter. Iris, you said, what about a sun in Gemini, moon in Pisces, and Cancer rising? Are they compatible with a sun in Cancer, moon in Gemini, Leo rising? Yes. 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 As long as you don't be mean to them. Don't be mean to them if you like them, Iris. Stop being mean to people. And you said, what happens when your Capricorn Lilith sextiles your Scorpio midheaven? I mean, nothing. That means that you yourself are a bad mother. I mean, you're a Capricorn rising also, aren't you? It just means you're a serious motherfucker about your business. And you have a mindset that's unstoppable. And that's not friendly. It's like you don't give a fuck. You ain't everybody's friend, and you know that. You ain't trying to be everybody's friend, and that's why you gonna be successful with Lilith. There you go. You think everybody was the bitch with you, Iris? And maybe they are. But you are mean. Not to me. You're sweet to me. But you done already told me that you be being mean to these guys. You be picking fights with them. What's up, Chiron? Sun conjunct Lilith on the midheaven. Hey, you're ambitious. And it's going to pay you off, but it's also going to cost some shit too. That's what that means. When Sun conjunct Lilith on the midheaven, like, you're incredibly ambitious. You're ruthlessly ambitious. And it's going to pay you off. And you also care what people think about you, and you have a certain image about somebody that handles your business, and somebody that has a certain, reputation that operates on both ends of the spectrum. But I also say this, like, it's gonna pay off, but it's gonna cost you something because of Lilith. Lilith ain't the same for us as males as it is for ladies, and I wish it was. Even if you have prominent female energy that you acknowledge, it doesn't work out the same for us. It just doesn't. Even if you're in the LGBTQI, all that community there, all of y'all that I love so much, like, if you're a male, Lilith works out different for you. That's just how it goes. It just don't read the same. Now, Iris, you said you were rubbing his shoulders one day and he pushed you off. Ever since then, he lost out. Are you sure you didn't rub too hard or you didn't pinch him or something? You know what I'm saying? You might try to hold him down. I don't like to be held down. I done had a strong girl try to massage my shoulders before. And I told y'all I like more assertive ladies. You know what I'm saying? I like ladies with a lot of fire. And so, hold on. Hey, Aaron, they'll be out in a minute. Hey, y'all can go outside and play if y'all want. I'm almost done anyway. But I done had a girl trying to be strong and hold me down, and I don't like being held. I don't like no strong man trying to hold my shoulders down. Don't be pinching me hard either. I done also had a lady that was rubbing my shoulders so much in the same spot and shit that it fucked up my shit right there. You understand? Like my skin and shit. Like it left me with a bruise instead of helping. So you should have asked him what was wrong instead of y'all having a miscommunication. And now if he said something disrespectful after that, then I understand. But y'all New Yorkers are so rude to each other that I don't know what to think with that. Get in bed with him. Just don't rub his motherfucking shoulder. She said, no, it was a light rub. Hold on, I got you, Olivia. Moon conjunct to your midheaven. With your moon conjunct to your midheaven, like you care what people think about you, and you probably have a good public image. Like you're going to be known by the public in a sense, at least at some point in your life, with your moon conjunct to your midheaven. Like you're somebody that's going to be well known in a way, but nobody's going to be close to you. You're going to be well known, but nobody will be close to you, and that's why there actually isn't a really positive vibe to moon being in the 10th house, because there's so much emphasis placed on other people's image of you and their opinion of you, and you're gonna get well known, and you'll probably even be famous in a certain context with your moon being in the 10th house. But with your ambition and because of the way that you are, nobody's gonna be close to you, and there's a difference between being known and being intimate. Iris, you said it was a light rub. Hold on, let me go back. I'll skip people's questions though. Let me answer everybody's questions. If I miss it, y'all gonna have to ask again. Let me see. Oh, Cummins, you said Sagittarius Sun, Aries Moon, Taurus Rising. They leave their money behind. Does that mean it's yours now? I would ask them. I would ask them, just because I've been to the penitentiary before. You're white, so it's probably yours. Let's just say that you have that privilege. you can, yeah, it's yours. But me, I fuck around and be locked up behind that shit. So I would ask, hey, is you leaving this for me? Is this me? In Mercury Yoga, you said, can I please speak to that? How Lilith is different manifesting versus men for women. Well, with women, Lilith is a little bit more naturally integrated. It's a little bit more easy to work with. With men, Lilith, it does have a certain, it gives you empowerment, and especially if you're more in touch with your feminine side, but it does have a certain vengeance that comes along with it. There is a little bit of more negativity because of the femininity involved, because the shame that comes with toxic masculinity and femininity with Lilith, that just causes a little bit, it causes just a little bit of more of a problem than it does for females with Lilith. And maybe it's because of, the karmic implications and the stuff that goes along with it. But yeah. And I hear Slavi D, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's a little bit more deep than that. And it would take me forever to sit here and go into all of that. Let me see what else I missed though. Slavi D, you said, what brother? You said, what's good, brother? Can I say something about Scorpio Sun at 10 degrees with Taurus midheaven at 8 degrees? In Libra in the third house. Hold up, bro. That's a lot. Ask more specifically, my nigga. Come on, Slavi D. And I'm sorry if I missed your question, bro. That's why I went to go look at it. I wasn't ever ignoring you. I love you and I respect you. Now, Scorpio Moon, you said Venus in Leo and Lilith in the second house. Your confidence is too tied up to your money. But it's also why you're able to get the things that you're able to get. Because motherfuckers just, that they adore you. And there's something about you that just has that it factor. And that's the truth. Y'all nigga Slavi D said he been sexualized a lot and used because his body attractiveness. But is your Lilith in the first house though, Slavi D? See, I've been sexualized and I've been used for my body. And I thought that was Pluto. My Lilith is in the 8th house. So maybe that's what has to do with it. And I'm not being funny, but and I know it sounds funny, but it's not. I really have been sexualized, and I'm always sexualizing. Y'all be sexualizing. Me too, bro. That's why I said it's a lot deeper than that. Like, Lilith has a negativity to it with men. And even for me, like, I've integrated it a lot more and I've gotten over it. But I'm gonna be honest, like with Lilith and Gemini in the 8th house, like I used to be hell, man. I've told y'all, like I went to prison because I got a jewelry store for over $100,000 worth of jewelry, and I didn't get caught in the process. I finessed them out of it, and I got to spend the money. I got caught months later because I was talking to other people, and it got around. Just like with Lilith and Gemini, the word gets around, and guess what? Then you get bit in the ass. And so, understand. And people were jealous too. Lilith has a certain negativity that goes more towards males than it does with ladies. And you can work with it, but it's not going to be easy. Hey, Aaron is out there. Did I tell y'all? Did you hear me say Aaron was outside? Go out the bathroom and tell him if you're going to go out there. I forgot. I didn't even tell my son that their friends came to the door. I ain't shit today, man. Anyway. But yeah. There's a lot to it. Who else did I miss? Are you still out there? Look out the door right there. Not out the door, look out the hole. Can you see out the hole? Let me see. He's fine. But what else we got right here? Already answered moon conjunct to the midheaven. You said Cancer Mars and Black Moon Lilith in Cancer in the 7th house. You finna have a Lilith return. What does it mean? It means you care too much. It means that you might be acting out. It might not even mean anything. I just had a Lilith return and nothing happened. Other than, you know, me being out, working out on my balcony and me having the neighbors across the way stalking me constantly. Nothing really happened. I got a little bit more money, but I don't know. It depends on where you're at in life and what you got going on in your relationships, with it being in Cancer in the 7th house. You know what I'm saying? Eurydice, what's cracking? That's right. Miracle Yogi, be unapologetically yourself, my nigga. You said, do Aquarius in the 8th can't be nothing positive? Yes, it can. It mean a lot of different stuff. Oh, yeah. It means you could go through some really rough times to bring out the humanitarian in you. It can mean that you're a different kind of freak. Hold on, there's my baby, hold on. You need a jacket, nigga. You know, I try to stay fresh like a motherfucker. You know? Hey! Okay, Slavi D, you said Scorpio Sun at 10 degrees, Taurus midheaven, and Venus in Libra at 22 degrees. I mean, huh? Yeah. With that Scorpio Sun opposite that Taurus midheaven, like, if you want to, the thing with that is, with you, as you know, like if you want to be successful, you can't let one, your ego and your emotions and that dark part of yourself, you can't let that get in the way. You understand? And sometimes it does. But also there's a part of that can also be utilized because you have such a focus inside of you and you have such a sense of self-control inside of you with that right there, that you're actually able to do things and be able to hold out and get things done in a way that makes you a lot more valuable than other people with that Taurus midheaven. All right? Now, with your Venus in Libra, you're also really skilled in the way that you deal with people, Slavi D. Like with it being at 22 degrees, like that's especially essential in business. I'm gonna say that. That's especially essential in business. Because that's some people would say that 22nd degree is, with it being the energetic degree, it's a Capricorn degree or it's a control degree, but it's not the energetic degree, it's a critical degree. The energetic degree is the 29th degree, but with it being a critical degree and with it being a Capricorn degree, or it meaning to be controlled or be controlled, I just think that there's a certain seriousness that goes along with 22 degrees. And it does, if it does have a positivity to it in any way, form, or fashion, it would be business savvy. So with you, like, you have all the skills to pay the bills. Just don't let your emotions get in the way with that opposition. And that's the only thing. Or your ego. When you let your ego and your emotions get too caught up in that dark part of that Scorpio energy, as you know, it keeps you from getting as much accomplished as you could, or it keeps you from being as valued as you could be. So don't take away from what seems like something that's priceless by you tripping out, bro. And we got like 10 more minutes, y'all, and then we're gonna have to shut it down. And I will be back tomorrow. I will be fucking back tomorrow. And I need to know this. I'm starting to work on some new series. And I'm starting to write. So, do y'all want to do Vesta in the signs? Juno in the signs? Or the midheavens? Because I'm going to continue on with this numerology, but I'm going to pick up with some more aspects, and I'm going to start in on one of those series. So y'all let me know. Do y'all want to do midheavens? Y'all want to do Vesta in the signs? Or y'all want to do Juno in the signs? And then that gives us the opportunity to come back and do the houses right after this. We got 2 midheavens and 1 Vesta. Slavi D, you said part of fortune in Capricorn, trying your towards midheaven. Heard about, I lost you. You know what I'm saying? That helps you make moolah. Facts, your temper will put you on the back burner. True shit, I already know, bro. I just see what you said, my bad. I appreciate the love, Shara. You know you family. You said Vesta in Aquarius at 29 degrees, trying Jupiter in Libra at 28 degrees. Yeah. You said you want me to do Vesta. All right, that's Vesta. That's 1 Vesta. You say what signs again? I said Vesta in the signs. Hi, Mike. Juno in the signs, or the midheavens. I hear you, Lakim. Brownie, you said, what does part of fortune have to do with your mother? It doesn't unless it's in the 4th house or it's attached to Cancer or Capricorn. We have one Juno. Alonso, you said Pluto in the 10th house, sextile Lilith in the 8th house. With Pluto in the 10th house, sextile to Lilith in the 8th house, like, hey. It's because of everything that you went through that makes you so powerful. With Lilith in the 8th house. It's because of the residue of those experiences that you had. And everything that you come from that makes you so motherfucking powerful with Pluto in the 10th house right there. I have Lilith in the 8th house, so I know. We got 2 Junos. Midheaven is winning right now. Cam, I already answered you. You asked me what is that? What does Lilith in Cancer in the 7th house and Mars in Cancer have to do with your Lilith term? What does that mean? It can mean anything or it can mean nothing. It means that you're gonna have some shit come up emotionally that you might that might come up with the person that you're dealing with in your relationship, or it might be some emotions that you yourself don't want to deal with, so you project it onto the next motherfucker. So what you got to do is try to catch it ahead of the game with your Lilith return coming up, because it could be a conflict. If you actively work on it with Mars and you find some type of outlet for it and some type of way to deal with it, then it probably won't be a big deal. Because I just told you actually that I had my Lilith return and nothing happened. So what you have in your Lilith return, like, it just depends, like what you have going on in your relationships, with it being in the 7th house, and how you deal with your emotions, because that's going to tell me everything that's going on. We got another vote for the midheaven. This looks like the midheaven is going to win. How often does Lilith return? Every 9 years. Around 9 years. And I gained about 1 3/4 inches. About 1 3/4 inches in that 8th house. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. You said you had your Lilith opposition. That might be harder. You said what aspect can make somebody always want to hug all the time? Shit. You a goddamn lie. But and I wasn't talking to you. I don't know about the hug. I was talking to somebody else. I mean, a lot of 5th house energy, you know, a lot of Taurus energy is touchy-feely a little bit. Like, that's, you know, that's the only friendly, really, earth sign. But, like, that'd probably be the most touchy-friendly. Like, Cancer, Cancer and Taurus. Somebody with a really, just a really heavily, you know, positively aspected Venus, where they're just super lovey-dovey and shit. Like, get your ugly ass out of my goddamn face. I don't know, I can't say Cancer. Because with Cancer, like, to be honest with y'all, like, I'm not that touchy-feely. Like, I like to when I want to, but I need space more than anything else. Like, I don't like motherfuckers touching on me. I don't even like people around me. I like to talk to people on camera. I like my kids. But other than my children, who I'm always hugging and loving on because I think that's important to kids, I'm not the same in my relationship. I'm not like that with other people. I don't like people touching me. I don't like people close to me. Like, stay the fuck away from me. Mr. Nobody, I kept forgetting the Cancer midheaven, did I not? Are you still here, Taquion? Look, how Mike said, I love being touched. How Mike want to be hugged. He said, I guess that's his moon trying to Venus. That's what it is. This nigga needs a hug. You know what? You gonna prove me wrong, because when you said that, I just want to hug your ass like a motherfucker. And then the gangster in me was like, nigga, you hugging niggas now? Cuz, you hugging niggas now. Sorry. This nigga's hugging niggas. Nah. Not me. What the fuck? Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna behave today, bro. Shit. Jesus is watching. Darlisha is a hugger. I can't say me, but I think Darlisha is a hugger. Darlisha, you ain't. She want that kidney touched. You must that might have went over your head, Sloppy D. That might have went over your head because you ain't probably never touched no kidney. You might not touch kidney. For the niggas that hit kidney, we knew what the innuendo was. You know what I'm saying? I ain't being lame. We hit kidney, nigga. They might not, you know what I'm saying? They might not hit kidney. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not being lame this time, because I touch a spleen or a kidney every fucking time. It's mine. Let me go ahead and spit my rhyme. Let me do it. I ain't gonna start. Family members only, Darlisha, huh? That's how I am. I'll bullshit to the side. Like, I'm just not with all that touching and shit. I don't even like being around people. I don't like most people that I meet at first, to be honest. Like, I usually do not like anybody when I first meet them. Nobody. I hear you, baby. Ah, what was up? Hey, my nigga, stop me. Hit it with the lyricism. Do it. Yeah. He said he'll keep coming. Me, I catch a rebound like Mr. Drummond. Who? Yeah, I'm talking Andre. Yeah, I don't fucking play. I quit school because of recess. Well, you better hit the reset. Have you rode that fucking weed yet? I have no fucking regrets. Reset. Oh yeah, I'm actually lyrically inclined a little bit, just a little bit. Moon trine to Jupiter. Moon trine to Jupiter. You believe in yourself, and you're blessed. And because you believe in yourself so much, and because you have such a belief in God, really, in the universe, and because you're so positive, like other people believe in you, and that just gives you a support system that can really just help you get through life in your toughest times. Connect. Now I'm gonna have to go, y'all. It's about that time. We'll be back tomorrow for another episode. We ain't gonna come with no negativity because the moon will be conjunct to Jupiter and Neptune tomorrow. Tomorrow we still be on that Pisces moon vibe. Tomorrow we still be jamming. Tomorrow we still be feeling good. Venus will be conjunct to Jupiter, Neptune, and my Jupiter and Neptune. So it shouldn't be hard to find a smile. And if you can't find one for yourself, nigga, please remember that you just gotta allow me to be the smile on your face. Because at the end of the day, that's all the fuck I am, is the smile on your face. But yeah, I love all y'all. I thank y'all for y'all support. This has been an awesome live, man. Tomorrow, if you have any questions about synastry, if you have any questions about relationships, bring them, man. Let's go there tomorrow. Tomorrow we gonna get a little fresh. Okay? I love y'all. Or if y'all are interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, don't hit me up in my comments. Don't be a Slavi D. Get at me in my email, which is Mr.Turner1300@gmail.com. And shout out to the whole Vibe tribe. Shout out to my boy Slavi D, the Scorpion. And it's Ramadan. My Scorpion is fasting. My Scorpion is Muslim. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to do is take my anaconda for a swim. Mr. Nobody, you asked me about a Cancer midheaven. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Hold up. I got a Cancer midheaven. You got a Cancer midheaven. It means whatever we're involved with, we care. And people know that we care. And it also means that we really want to be in touch with all the key variables of whatever we're in charge with. Like, it's like family to us, whatever it is. Like, and so we operate on a certain level that our emotions are involved with whatever status that we have. So some of us might want to operate within more narrow parameters. But I always tell people like myself and you that have Cancer midheavens, what you have to do is make the whole world your home. And then you're able to operate anywhere. And there's also a lot of little subtleties it can mean. It can mean that you work from the house. It can mean that you do music. It can mean that whatever you do, it's nurturing to people. It can mean that you work in the service industry. It can mean that you cook. It can mean all kinds of stuff. But it definitely means that you're a leader. It's still a cardinal midheaven there. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate the love, electric lady. We in this thing. We finna get out. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye. to my homemade. Ooh. Cancer midheaven. You don't want to sit your ass. If you can't sit your ass down somewhere, you can't sit it down. And hey, I can't want lasagna because in a way I am lasagna. Because in me being lasagna, I just want to get deep in the belly of a fat cat. Look, there she go. I'm gonna get in trouble. Gonna be in trouble like a roller. Right. What? I've been listening to this live on my way home and oh, that's how you acted? This how we acted now? Okay. I love y'all. I'm out for real.